like it?
I've always been a blue.
Yeah, blue's good.
Blue. But I also lately I've been really like green lately.
My daughter's pink, so this is tough, but I have to throw them. And we go back and forth. She's like, you see them having the purple. You see them having like whatever. So we go back and forth.
Love it. I'm Mary. How are you? Good. You're very well. Thank you. You squeeze, friend. I need it.
Morning, Brandon. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yo.
Oh, there we go.
Congratulations. Thank you. That was a quick one.
That was a good
So
one.
literally
I love
just
that
came off
blouse.
a week. Huh?
Love that blouse.
Oh, thank you. It's very bright. Somebody gave it to me and I was like, I'll never wear it, but
No,
kind of
I like it.
sporty.
It's very fall.
Yeah, that was.
It was.
Hey, Joe's here. Woohoo! Megan, we can start now. Where everybody at? I thought it'd be dead. So this tells me people do not show up to hear from me, they show up to hear from Peter.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Chase has got his purple on.
Yeah.
Look at you.
All right. He understands the theme. I love it. Thanks, friend. FYI, it's September. It's still my birthday month. Just putting it out there. In case you'd forgotten. Oh, happy birthday to her. Huh? All that came together.
My other daughter was born on Cinco de Mayo. I am golden to my mother-in-law.
Yeah, you really are. Way to step up.
I know.
Nicely done. We forgot that part.
Yeah. Not me.
I figured when she said mother-in-law, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but what's his? Mark. Fernandez. Okay.
We've got some fun stuff to do. Just kinda. I know. We need to stand up, do some jumping jacks.
Yeah.
What the heck? We gotta do something.
There
There you go, Celeste. I like it. We're almost there. We're almost there. Getting this through. Almost finished with the third quarter. I know.
What should you be doing at the end of the third quarter?
I think you should be planning for the next year. Maybe a little business planning.
Oh my God.
If only we had something put together for y'all. All right, let's start. Let's start with the birthdays. Apparently other people also enjoy September as a birthday month. That's fair. What is today?
Today's 16.
Okay. Adam. Happy birthday,
I
Adam.
got Carrie Duffs and Brandon tomorrow.
Nice. You see these fantastic humans. Make sure you say happy birthday.
Wait,
Isn't the 24th on Wednesday?
24th
This is the Wednesday, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Wednesday.
It's Jennifer Bolden's class day.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal. You guys need to go to that for sure. Yeah, Terry Herman and I share a birthday. Happy birthday, September. Butterfield, what do you got? Nothing. No one has done a darn thing for any of you people. You're all on your own, standing on an island. Yes.
Let me feel for our team leader, Ryan. It's like they moved their building, and I was like, he said 4 a desk to each room. I was like, well, let's go do that. It just sounds really funny.
Yeah.
You know, but it was so nice. to work in. Yeah, so just want to say thank you.
I love that. And I want to turn it around and fill y'all's bucket. You have a different location that you're working out of, and yet you still show up here for this team meeting. So I appreciate that. So thank you. Who else? Give us another bucket to fill.
I'll fill Travis bucket. He got a listing agreement from an open house this weekend.
Hey, well done. Isn't that amazing? Where do open houses works?
I'll fill Chase's bucket.
Okay.
We have an agent that's transitioning to our brokerage who has quite a bit of business, and it's all of them.
Yeah, that was massive. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Well done. Way to show up and show how we support ages here. One more, just for funsies. Nothing? Fair enough. I'm not gonna make y'all be grateful. Michelle's here. You want to say anything to the crew?
Sure.
Come on up.
All right.
Have y'all met Michelle yet?
I did.
Oh,
I see you roaming around.
She's got an office in the market center. If you have not talked to her, you guys stop by and say hi. And she has
Yes,
every
I have-
snack.
I have things to entice you to come visit me.
Well, that's don't give me
Snacks,
away.
chocolates. We got mints for when you meet your clients. Call in. But no, so obviously you see for the title, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I tell people that have been doing this for 25 or more that we deserve some type of award, I do believe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll be in the office. I'm available for questions. What's nice about me is you get my cell phone number. So if you need that emergency tax proration for sovereignty, give me a call on the weekend. Can't do that.
Nice.
We are very automated, so I don't know if any of you have used Qualia before.
Yes.
But it's really nice. What it does for me is it gives me all this free time so that I can communicate with y'all better and make sure that the process works. We do have something, Lindsay and I, something really exciting coming up for you. We're still working on the details, but if you like to get paid, you're gonna get paid a little quicker.
Yep, so I've been working with Michelle on setting up pay at closing. So it's a program this has a North Atlanta on here, because I'm copying it for our office, but what it is you will submit to me 3 days before your closing, this sheet, which is basically all the details for your closing. If your compliance is all approved, with minus obviously your settlement statement and the check, but if you're under your consultation documents or listing documents and under contract documents are all approved, your offers is submitted 3 days ahead. I will actually provide to Michelle, the DA, and when you close, she will turn around and hand you a check for the office and then hand you your check. So you don't have to wait for me to process, you'll actually get paid at the table. And then you just have to turn in to me the check that's the brokerage portion of it. But then that way, if you're getting a closing at 4 o'clock on a Friday, you're actually getting paid on Friday. And not getting it until Monday. So we'll announce more of it, but it's exciting. I think it's a nice little fun perk.
Yes.
I love that you guys are doing that. I've always wondered why we couldn't pull that off. That's awesome.
Well, it helps when Michelle is here in person.
Yeah.
Because I can even turn in checks and alters for people as well, so.
Yeah.
That's no big deal
Sweet.
to help out that area.
Y'all don't mind getting paid at closing, do you?
Of course not.
I don't know. They sound like they're not.
I know, that's fine.
That's good. Energy. I love that.
So that's it for me. Does anybody have any questions? Feel free to stop by and grab one of my cards and a snack. Look forward to working with everybody.
Thanks,
Michelle.
Michelle. She really does have every snack you can think of. All right. Who's up for a game? A challenge. I like it. First has arms up in the air, both of them. I need 3 volunteers to come hang out up here. Cool, cool. Who's it gonna be? Come on.
I know. Yeah.
Come on. Here are my 3 pixels.
Bunch of chicken.
Let's see what you got.
Nice.
3 people.
I'll come.
There you go. I like it. 2 else. All right. Lillian. All right. Who else? One more. Look at this.
Somebody there for us.
Our seasoned veterans are sitting there like, huh? All right. I need 3 audience volunteers. There's who else? Joe, okay. Tina, will you come over here with Mary and Joe? You guys choose one of these. One. Yeah. Perfect. Thanks for volunteering. I appreciate it. The good news is one of y'all is going to get a prize. Okay. So this is a win the listing competition. We're going to do more of these every once in a while. So we've got our volunteers up front. They are going to be the listing agents. We have our 3 volunteers in the audience. They are going to be the sellers that have a specific objection. They had a choice of 8 different objections. They each chose one. All right. So we're going to set the stage. Oh, by the way, when we're finished, you're going to vote by applause. I don't know who decides who's getting the most applause. Lindsay should decide. All right.
We'll do it.
There you go. I like it. Okay, so here's the deal. Imagine you're walking into a listing appointment, and the seller says, I like working with people who are quick on their feet. You've got 30 seconds to win my trust. The seller throws you a curveball objection. Can you handle it on the spot? All right, who's our first seller? Mary. Mary, choose which agent you would like to be your listing agent. Would you like contestant number 1, contestant number 2, or contestant number 3? I think I'll take number 3. Okay.
I think they all.
All right. Nope.
Okay. So, I don't want to be a buyer's agent.
I didn't understand it or hear it. Because there's air conditioning right there.
Okay. I don't want to pay a buyer's agent.
I understand. I get it. Can you tell me a little bit more about why?
I want to save money. And if I don't have to pay a buyer's agent, I'll save that.
That is an excellent point. So here's what we can do. We can definitely put that in the listing so that everyone knows you're upfront about that. Do you want to tell you, sometimes that might affect how many offers you get, but I think it's also something we can work through with the right offer and negotiate with the buyer's agent to make sure that they're knowledgeable, they understand, and that they know that when they bring the offer to you, and it's going to be a great offer, that their buyers know everything that's on the table. So it's going to respect what you want, but also put it out there. So you want to caveat that with, it may prevent some buyers from putting in offers because they might not be able to come to the table with out-of-pocket money. And there are some ways that we can work, different deals, or if you love this buyer, maybe we can work with them. So I do want to let you know that. And maybe we could talk further about a plan in case we run across that roadblock, so that we have like a plan B to.
Time's up.
Okay.
However much time you gave her, get the rest of them.
How much time do you- I don't even know. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Who's our next seller? Okay, Joe, do you want contestant number 1 or contestant number 2?
I'm gonna try to sell myself.
Could you tell me a little bit about why you would want to do it yourself as opposed to? Okay, so if you have the necessary paperwork in order to get your house under contract and all of the documents that you're gonna need in order to be legally compliant?
Disclosure, research.
Okay, so there's a strong chance that once you sell your home, you could be leaving money on the table, and I would hate for you to just forfeit your hard-earned equity. You worked hard to keep the house in the shape that it is, and I would hate to see all of that equity just be literally thrown away because you didn't want to hire an agent. So let me come by and we can have a conversation. I can show you exactly what I can do to get your home sold. And make sure you get the top dollar, that you cannot leave the equity on the table.
Are you
And everybody's
working with current buyers or buyers?
I have buyers that come in all the time.
Time's up. Thank you. And seller number 3, you get number 2.
Number 2.
All right.
So I just don't see the value in staging. Buyers can imagine space themselves.
Is your house already empty?
It is, so that's why they can go in and just visualize, like, you imagine what furniture they want here, why at the same time, staging, like, I don't do that. That's just too much.
So quite honestly, not all buyers have the same eye. There's some people that walk into a space and can't see how it's utilized. When you stage, you can set up all the kinds of different opportunities that a room might have. So say, for example, you have a living room and one space is already being used for the living space. You don't know what the next living room could be. It could be a crafts room, art room. With staging, you can set up a couple of examples and see how to best utilize the space for your needs.
Is it gonna cost me?
It will cost a little fee.
I want to think.
Oh,
Without paying a fee, then we'll just walk through the home as it is empty.
so much stuff in the house.
Okay. But a staged house will sell for more if you're willing to pay the tiny staging fee. You might be able to get a little bit.
Hey, time's up. Well done, you guys. This is the first time we got volunteers to do this. Well done. Way to step up. And they had no idea what they were getting into. That was so good. Be ready to do more of this fun stuff. First of all, well done getting up here and volunteering. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, by round of applause, did agent number 1 win? Number 2 win? What did agent number 3 win? All very much. Do we have something to hand so I can say, here, you want something? We'll get you a prize. Okay, so when you guys heard those objections and how they handled them, and did anything stand out to you? Let's practice. You got a lot of practicing to do? Yeah? Because you never know, somebody's gonna throw you a curveball.
A lot of research just to make sure that you know exactly how to respond to certain questions, because you know that you have to put yourself in their shoes and know that they're going to ask these questions, especially when it comes to money. So I always make sure that you know exactly how to respond in a positive way. And if you don't know the answer, like I said, make sure you've done your research, I guess.
Yeah,
So this is a great start of like, hey, let's research some
Let's
questions.
get prepared. Let's absolutely be prepared.
I think
It's really
along
good point.
with script practicing, you need to practice objection answers.
and understand, because you're gonna get objections in every single conversation you have. And you don't wanna hesitate too much, and that's gonna show.
Absolutely. And if you don't have a partner to handle those objections with you, this is another thing where you can lean into ChatGPT. I'm getting ready to go on a listing appointment next week. Give me the top 10 objections I might face. Right? There are ways for you to figure this out. This stuff is good. I love doing it live. What else? What else stood out to you?
I
Yes.
like that Wayne was a good listener. He didn't assume anything, he asked good questions.
Nice. So he was listening to his
Yeah,
client.
he was really listening.
Well done. Anything else stand out?
Like how, the fire,
Mm.
you know, it's.
Yeah. What, it was a good balance, right? It was, I hear you and understand your concern, and I need to give you this information because I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you this. Absolutely.
The staging one really jumped out at me because I never thought about
Yeah.
that. And so when I heard Kendall tell them the data, I thought, oh, I gotta look up what, because I've not encountered that in my potential objections. So
I'm like, what is even the cost? Does it only run?
Well, it depends. One of the things that I did with my team is I would go on a listing appointment, and when I took the listing, they got a 1 hour free consultation with a stager. And so I paid for that, and it was up to the stager to sell her goods on what they were willing to pay for, right? So, and it was a great way for me not to be the bad guy. Yeah, I'm not the bad guy.
So they do pay, they pay for the state.
Yeah, if they want to do that, for sure. But I would throw in, that was just how I did it. I threw in a 1 hour consultation if I got the listing. And so they could figure that out. But another thing I heard, I think Lindsay was whispering, somebody else might have been, but the digital staging. Like thinking about, even if you didn't want to spend the money, we could stage it virtually for you. Anything else that jumped out? Yeah.
can you digitally remove all their furniture? Like, okay. How do you use delicately if you walk in and the house is kind of a decorating disaster? How do you say, wow, you know, most people really work better with an, I don't know, how do you do that? Can you digitally remove all their furniture, different decorations?
Anybody want to handle this one?
I mean, I have a famous saying that I always tell them. I say, it's 5 things on the difference. I always say this is more. So like if I walk into a house that's very cluttered, like, you know, dirty, draw attention to the dirt, right? I always say like removing as much furniture, you know, and because I always say it lends more to an eye space is kind of how I word it. And some people are very receptive to that.
Well, a clean and open space is going to help people visualize what the room will look like. It will help them understand what's actually behind all that massive furniture that was there yesterday, right? Getting an idea there. So I think the clean and open space, decluttered, is good. And the reality is they're gonna have to pack anyway, they're moving. So go ahead and pack your stuff up. But
I mean, you digitally,
I mean, I imagine you could. I've never done it. I've never removed everyone's belongings, but I would imagine you can do that. Now, if you're going to do that, I would have a conversation with my seller when they go look online and see all the pictures, and they're like, why is grandma's bed in there? You know, so, well, if they love grandma's bed, it might be a big deal. But yeah, I just need to take it all out.
well, aren't there rules with the, you have to have your original photo next to the.
I don't know about somebody's personal possessions. Is that something you guys have to worry about in Ohio? I mean, if I'm taking personal possessions out. A disclaimer, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. And if you stage virtually, you'll also disclaim that too. the photos, the digital staging. Anything else that stood out? Next time we'll have our prizes in here so I can hand it to you. That's a bigger deal. Here you go. I promise we'll get it after the meeting. Do you guys like that?
Yeah.
Was good? Well done. Thanks for everybody joining in. That was good. All right, we've got gold right around the corner. October 1st is our first step. The first step is free. And if you have not registered, please pull out your phone and hit these QR codes. You've got first steps and then the full bowl. And this is going to be, I'm gonna predict a pretty game-changing experience. The more that we've gotten to know Marcus, the more excited I am about him being in the market center. I think he's really gonna bring what you guys are looking for, the motivation and the basics of doing your job, you know?
And if any of you in the room are when we went last year, it's already different than last October. What you guys saw, there's more AI involved in it. It's gonna be
More social media,
Yep.
everything. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be more relevant.
yes.
Thank you, Peyton.
But also, if you don't want to scan the QR code, just because you don't want to deal with all that, just raise your hand and I will sign you up personally.
There you go. I like that too. You don't even need a phone. Trying to make it easy for y'all. The awards. Oh, yes. How easy. All right, let's jump in. $1 Million Club Award for August 2025. Congrats to these people. Well done. Love it. $1 Million Club Award. There's more. Congrats. Oh, hey. I love when you don't know and it's a surprise.
Joe.
Top individual agent close volume.
There it is.
Look here, up here. Yeah, no doubt. Top individual agent close units, we've got 3 on the top. 7, 4, and 4. Well done. Top individual agent GCI. Another good one. Let's see these new faces on here. Well done, Austin. Yeah. Top teams close volume for August 2025. Let's go. Sarah and Nick are on fire. Top teams closed units. Let's see, that's August.
Yes.
Yes. Congrats, everybody. Top teams GCI. Top group closed GCI. Hey, Jackson. Top groups closed units in August. Let's go! First KW closing does not mean they never closed. They could have closed somewhere else. First one here. Congrats to Brandy, Brian, and Tasha.
So Brandy not only had her first closing, she's newly licensed as of maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and she had 4 closings in the first one.
Whoa, good job.
Whoa. Well done, Brandy. She did not come to play. Highest price listing in sale. That goes to Lance and Austin. Good job. Scammer Club. Scammers. I've got cats. I'm just wanting to put it on the head. Well, it's on here too. Good job, guys. This is awesome. And our most eager alert to learn goes to Kayla. Show up. And our culture award goes to, I can't believe he's not here. Chad Warren.
Talk about why
Why did Chad get the culture award? There are a few things. Recently, he has really weighed in on what's going on in the market center, what's happening behind the scenes. I see him come out here and have conversations with our agents. He's asked me how he can help with any of the recruiting conversations that I'm having. Took a guy out to lunch the other day just to help out. And then, you know, had some sticky stuff that happened in my personal life recently, and Chad was a good human to talk to. And so I just threw his name out there and the team said, heck yeah, he needs to get it. So we just know that Chad has really been playing all in around here. So we're very thankful for that. So yeah, Chad.
If you go back, I want to take
I just want to
calm this down.
how this happened. Yeah. So that he never thought he would see. Or the rest of us. I love it. We are really trying to get a blood drive set up. I know we've mentioned this before. If you would be willing to donate blood, or if anybody in your world is willing to donate, we'd love for you to just sign up on this form. We have to have 40 people saying they're willing to donate in order for us to even host the blood drive. So if you have not done that yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it, as well as all the humans that you'll be saving because you donate blood. They say thanks too. Got it? Got it. Key on the bit for the top 20%. If you have not RSVP'd, please do so. Here's a QR code for you. That is October 16th in Lexington. Last year was a lot of fun. This year will be just as much, if not more. And somebody's already mentioned how important this one is. 6 personal perspectives with Jennifer Baldwin. Please be here on September 24th, the best day of the year, from 9 to 4. Lunch will be provided. Thank you. We do have a business planning clinic. Hey, you guys, I really hope each one of you attends this. This is the time of year where we're talking about business planning. And so we are going to dig into all things business. That means we want to know where the money's coming from, where the money's going, what our goals are, what our strategies are, what our priorities are, all those things together. So you can hit the ground running and you're not waiting till January 1st to put this stuff together. That's too late. You start business planning in January, you're basically business planning in March. Don't do it. 10 to 3, and we will feed you. Yes, we will feed you. Gosh, if you believe we're talking about family reunion. Family reunion is in February. It's the 21st to the 24th. You guys, we get to go to. Oh, so excited! That's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. The fact that the travel's gonna be easy for us on this side of the world.
Yes.
I'm really thrilled about this. Yes, same time. Yes, all the things.
Heck, yes.
I'm excited. Yeah, because when we have to fly out West Coast, man, that's like 2 days extra. So this is
Take
really
advantage
good.
of these early bird tickets.
How much are
The
they?
prices go up.
They go up and they go way up.
Yes.
So
And what are the, it's like $8.99 or
Early
something
bird.
right now. It's a must.
Well, if you get early bird too, you have better options with hotels, and that pays for it right there.
For sure.
William already has some hotels booked out.
Let's go, William.
But the Keller Williams prepackaged ones are cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, if you've been waiting for the right one to attend, this one's in your backyard basically, so make it be this one.
You don't want to fly, it's only a 6-hour drive.
Who, 6?
Yep.
There you go.
Did you drive back?
If you drive right, it's 6 hours.
To Tennessee.
Be careful in Georgia, y'all. Those officers do not mess around. Those speeding tickets hurt. September to remember, 30+ social media prompts. We always remind you all about that. If you need your prompts for September, here they are. I got you. Jennifer, you're up next. Got it?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, Jennifer, come on up. Ooh, what do we have? Little goodies?
Yes.
Can we pass out? Sure. Here we go.
How's everybody?
I can help.
Good.
I'm Jennifer.
For those of you who know me and don't know me. So I am one of the partners here in your office for mortgage, and some of you have worked with, and some of you know me, and some I haven't worked with. So, did you know that 65% of buyers will go with the first mortgage lender you refer? Yeah, that's 65. So I guess I'm always curious, like, it's always kind of interesting to me, like, what makes you decide who you're gonna refer? Do you refer them because you like them? Probably a big one, right? Yeah. Do you refer them because they have the best rates? You don't really know that. I think you do, but you don't. Do you refer them because they're the first person that answers the phone? Or the first person you remember to call? That's a big one, right? I mean, do you call the first doctor that is in the phone book, or do you call the best doctor?
I get reviews.
I do reviews, but yeah, I go with people I
Well,
trust.
I think reviews, but I think communication. That the communications. I mean, when a lender is communicating well with me and with my clients, if they don't have questions, that we're intercepting that before the questions even come up, then we're already establishing a really strong relationship.
And I actually choose by, I go off of the client and what personality might work best with them. That's how I kind of like choose my lender.
Do you spend time with each lender to figure out the personality?
I do. The ones that I've been using, yes.
Yeah,
I know
that's a
first.
good idea. How about sales skills? Do you know that loan officers know how to sell, or some do and some don't?
Really good point.
Handle objections. Do you know that like the person you're picking obviously is reflecting not only you, but like how do you get the deal done? They're the ones that are like quarterbacking in some cases. I mean, I know agents like to think, oh, we're the quarterback on the deal. And if you're the lender, like I take personal responsibility. So I feel like I'm quarterbacking the deal, but I know you have good lenders in this office. So there's no like, I'm just brainstorming because it's fascinating to me. You guys all know the word fascinating, right? It's fascinating to me why people choose who they choose, how much they think about it, or like, because in my mind, who you choose to send your loans to is also going to directly correlate to how you make your money, right? So when you choose a doctor, you want to choose somebody who cures you. And when you choose a lender, you want to choose someone that you know has a high probability of getting to the closing table. So I'll just leave you with one example. I got a call on Thursday from a trusted Keller Williams agent. Her client, very professional guy, owns a business, executive, has $1 million in bank. He called a bank because that's who he wanted to do business with. She didn't want to get involved in the middle of it, right? And it was a house that was an incredible deal. It was exactly what he was looking for. It was in multiple offers, and First Financial turned it down. He had a 780 credit score, $1 million in the bank. Problem was, he owned a house and he wanted to buy a house, and he only made so much money. So most buyers can't get pre-approved for two reasons. They either don't have cash or they can't qualify for the mortgage payment. There's other reasons like credit and whatever. But in my world, like if you look at a client and they look like, oh, they should qualify, like they look good, right? I mean, everyone looks good, except no matter how much you make, there's a maximum of how much you can borrow. And sometimes you just don't have liquid cash, or it costs too much in cash from your assets. So he called me. I was with my mom. We were in Columbus, pulled over on the side of the road, went into a store, sat on the bench, took his application, called my team, had them pull it right through, called him back, got him the pre-approval letter. He was the winning bidder.
Nice.
And, like, he's super excited. So I guess the point I'm making is just because he thought that was where he should go wasn't the case. And my probability and my success rate of closing is like really, really high. I can only think of one deal this year that I got applied and they didn't close, and that was because they weren't honest with their information. So you want a loan officer that knows how to convert, knows how to sell, has the product, has the knowledge, and has a closing success story. So that's my guess. Absolutely.
They're not, I do know bank workshop is a little bit different.
Mhm.
So some people are using bank, some are using mortgage. But. the
Well, you
credit
should
count-
send them all to probably somebody, like, I know that a bank seems really attractive. Here's the problem I have with a bank. Their guidelines are a lot stricter. They only have their product set. I sell bank products, so does Darren, so does Craig, like, we represent banks. The only difference is we represent lots of banks and lots of different guidelines, where banks usually have what are called overlays. So there's very few things that we can do. We can do everything that a bank can do and more. And I wouldn't just say like, oh, I'm gonna send my bad credit clients to a broker, but my bank clients, because there's a lot of little things, just like I said, I mean, this guy has great credit, good income, good assets. It's not just credit that is why people get a no. There's a lot of reasons why there's no. So I would go with someone who has as much to offer on the table, because the more that you choose that person, they're going to get you paid more.
And then with the credit count, so if you actually want to do steps they need to do to get.
Yeah, so I'm not a credit counselor.
Okay.
I know what it takes to get approved, and then I know what it takes when you don't get approved, what steps you need to take. That you need to take ownership of that. Sometimes it might be an outside party. I can do some credit simulation and tell them like, these are the 3 things I see because I see credit all the time. But like, if they have been delinquent, late, collections, charge-offs, there's rules legally that credit counselors can do that like I don't have all those tools. So I usually will say like, I can see where if you did this, the simulation says you get 580 to 600, you know, or 600 to 620, or you need down payment assistance, you need to get 640. There's a lot of little things we can teach them, but you know, sometimes like I always equate it to like, I made a lot of bad choices to, this is weird, right? But I'm just being honest. Like, I would like to be thinner, but I've made a lot of bad choices that have gotten me to this point, right? So if I called someone up and said, I want to hire you to make me thin, I can't expect day 2 to be like, oh, I did everything you said and now I've lost weight. Like, it's a process, and sometimes it takes a long time for them to undo what they've done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We got scheduled for next year, you know, 1 to 6 months. but
Yeah.
everyone needs to know.
Yeah, and I think, I mean,
First, that's
I'm just saying, like, it starts with you guys, like, anyone who wants anything in life, can have it, right? Sometimes I don't always feel like they're as motivated as they should be, like, you know, they get discouraged, and I get it, like, it's discouraging, right? Like, if you finally get like, gumption to call and then it's not what they want to hear, so I mean, I think there's passion in it as well, that we have to serve them, you know, and give them, like, encouragement, and then it's you guys doing the same thing and staying involved. But they're usually, sometimes they're not ready, you know, they have to be really ready to want to make the changes too. Sometimes that's very hard. So, it's a tough one, I mean, I want to help everybody, right, but it's, yeah. What other questions? These are great questions.
What's in the envelope?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. So,
I'm
yeah.
so curious.
So it's a little gift, I mean, nothing special, and I wish that we had our Joe to make. Right.
It's only 11 weeks, right?
Right. But it's still fun to be a Cincinnati star. I love Cincinnati. I was born and raised here. I've been up and down Montgomery Road my entire life. I went to All Saints, I went to Ursuline. My dad was a veterinarian in Montgomery. My Dr. Hennigan, he passed away last year, but he was a vet for 30 years. Yeah, so yeah, it was a long time ago, and then he moved to Milford. That's my uncle.
That's your uncle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's my dad.
finally
I
get
used
this.
to, it's crazy.
I used to do pharmaceutical sales.
Uh,
I used to do, but it's G.
yes.
I used to do pharmaceutical sales to veterinarians. So, yeah, I know how to do it very well.
Yes.
Where is she? My uncle is on Ward's Corner,
Right off the Ward's Corner.
right, like, kind of down from the, versus the girls. Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, so basically, I'm born and raised in Cincinnati. My office is behind Skyline at 275 Montgomery Road. I don't know if anyone knows that. I have a really nice conference room if anyone wants to do meetings, seminars. I have a whole set of tables we can design in different formats. I mean, you have obviously a great place here, but if you want to do something different, if you want to meet a client there, if you meet a client after hours, if you want to hide away in an office.
Just get away.
Feel free to come over, but anyway, that's what I've got, so hopefully I got you thinking. I guess, you know, it's fascinating to me because after 25 years, I can assure you that the things I've done and things I've seen make me a great choice for your partnership as far as knowing how to sell, how to close. As a top producer, I'll do about 45, 50 million this year. It's a big number. It takes a lot of dedication, and that drive is something that I bring to your clients. So if you want to partner with somebody who gets it done every time, that would be me.
Love it. Thank you. If you want to get it done, call Jennifer.
Seal the deal, right?
Seal the deal. I like it. All right. What are we doing next? Yes, or how I need. And Peyton will be recording you.
I don't know.
Do they look?
They get all upset.
Who gets upset? Oh, when you put the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so clarification, when someone hands you a phone and they just hold it there, it likely means they want you to either listen or talk. One of the two.
I'm walking around as you do it.
She's using it as a mic,
Yes,
so she can record.
this is a
Versus
microphone.
her writing it down.
No
It's
one gets
easier.
scared.
There you go. All right, let's go. What do we have? I have what I need. What you got? What you got? What you got? Let's make now see?
Select the cameras in your hand.
I've got 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, brand new build in Norwood coming in the next 15 to 20 days. It's completely updated, it's got a fenced in backyard, it's a beautiful home. It's been well taken care of. Starts at like $299. Yeah.
Is it,
Single level living.
single level, let's talk.
All right, sold. Well done. I love when that happens. Kurt said he had something.
Thanks for me.
So we have 2 upcoming listings. One of them is Thursday, a 3-bed, 2 full bath in Green Township, 245. And then next Thursday, we have a 3-bed, 3 bath in Peters Township over in Underwood for about 290.
Great price points. You guys are gonna make some buyers happy. That's awesome. What else? Anything else?
Have one coming, but it's if you bring a buyer, I'll pay you extra. I've got a property, it's currently a body shop, and then also a house that originated as like this guy's body, so it's got multiple buildings, it's 2.7 million. It's marketed about 3 weeks. If you have a buyer, we'd love to show it to you. There is a business in operation that probably has some additional value, but we're not including that.
Okay, interesting. Nice. What else we have? What else do we need? Y'all aren't working with any buyers that can't find what they're looking for.
I'm still looking for a 2, maybe preferably 3-bedroom ranch or Cape Cod under 180 that'll qualify for VA.
Y'all need to find William a house. Where's Klein?
180.
Where? 180, under 180.
Preferably close to 75 or 71. The wife works in Kentucky, but
No, so let me just ask you a question. How do you know it's 180 with rates come down? And how do you know it's 180 with taxes and insurance that vary based on location? Do you know how many deals I get where people will say, oh, my lender told me this, and then it goes higher? Like, I mean, just ask really good questions, like, what is their monthly payment goal? Because sometimes you can make that work with a buy down, with an interest rate float, like, with different, like, we have, MCCs, which are mortgage credits, you can add income and stretch it. So like, that 180 is a top market, right? So like, what about 200? What about 225? Like,
There is some flexibility there. It's just that 180 price point and that monthly payment at that price point is what they're comfortable with.
yeah, I get it. I'm saying, like,
I like that
market
though.
shifting,
Yeah.
though, we're gonna have some opportunities to go back to clients that maybe wanted to look in July or August, and you told them 180, and now it's 200 or 225.
That's changed.
And sellers are going, I mean, we've got sliding, you know, like concessions are more prominent now, so maybe you could negotiate like a buy down and get that payment that they want at a $200,000 price. So whoever they're pre-approved with, those are the conversations you want to be having if you're sitting on the fence on a buyer and you're not coming up with it.
So really bottom line is my client wants to pay $1,800 a month. What can I do? And then you say, here are your options.
Depending on where they're at. based
Yeah,
on
of course.
taxes.
I'm just throwing out, like, I'm not trying, I'm just saying, like, and it's, obviously they're pre-approved, so like, I'm just saying, those are some conversations I have when you can't find something for someone, like, this is the good news about this market is it's always changing. The person who understands that wins the most, right? Because you know how to make that work in your behalf, the client's behalf, and sometimes it's just scripting or talking to them or understanding what their needs are. I mean, like, I try to say what the monthly payment max is, not the sales price, because they'll get in their head 180 and then they won't look at 190, and then like they'll call you and they'll say like, oh, I found this perfect one, but we were looking at the 180, so I didn't tell you about this one for 190 or 200.
But I think that depends on the agent, because I've had people who was at 150 and 180, but if I saw something that might have been 190, I went back to my lender and said, what can they do? Can they work with this? Do we have wiggle room?
Yeah.
So it depends on if he's doing that, you know, but if you always, because I didn't stop, you don't stop it just because they said it's 200. Like, no, I looked at this 210. Do we have this wiggle room? Because I know what you're looking for.
I love that.
Rates are getting better, it's more fun.
I love it. Who else? Anybody else have a need?
It depends on the client, right, and on the loan product. Like, I got a first-time homebuyer last night, 6.125 on a 30-year fix, which is pretty darn good. Now she's below a certain income limit, and she has really good credit, you know, but I mean, that's a decent, you know, conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. I always feel like closing costs. Is there a way to calculate that ahead of time without?
I mean, so all lenders, I always say it's pretty much we're all the same. I mean, certainly there's small differences. Craig, Darren, myself, we probably have a processing fee and usually an underwriting fee. Now, you could waive that if the client, and you can build it in, so like sometimes it looks different, you know, but in general, those are the hard costs of the lender, right? And then you've got title fees, and then you've got appraisal. So appraisal's usually $500 or $600. Title fees are like, what, $1,000, $1,500 plus title insurance. Recording fees are pretty standard, $250, $300, maybe $200 if you have a rider. Credit report. That's pretty much it. And then the box A on your loan estimate is where there's additional fees, and that's really the only place the lender can change their fees. B, C, and D, escrow, everything should kind of be the same. So if you're looking at it, like, it would be A. And sometimes you'll charge a discount point because of the credit score or because of the borrowers. There's certain things, so it doesn't mean that they're not being treated correctly if they're paying discount points or origination fee. But in general, box A is about, I don't know, 2,000 or less, 1,500. box B is gonna be about 1,000, box C is gonna be about 2 to 3, so you should be around 5, 6. Plus your title, you know, if they want owner's title, that's extra. And then in Ohio, we're really less because we have a tax proration, and that usually, tax proration is the sellers paying the taxes and the rears, so they get a credit at closing. That usually will offset the taxes and insurance that you're collecting from the borrower, so that's kind of like a cancel out. And then they're one-year homeowners insurance. So if you're asking the seller to pay closing costs, I think you're probably good if you do 5,000 to 7,500. And then if you've got a client who's like, I don't have a lot of money, I'll go, well, just do the 7,500 and then maybe you'll get your earnest money back. But if they're like, you know, you also don't want to push too hard on the seller, you're probably good at like 5, I think is probably a good number to kind of land on. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't want to hear it's 5, I mean, I don't. I thought it was rated on the actual setting of the house price.
No, because most of the costs are not a percentage of the loan amount, which is kind of bad for a smaller house because your closing costs are higher. Nothing really changes. The title company still is the same. Your recording fees, you still have the same number of pages. Your appraisal still gets paid. Your credit report is the same regardless of your sale price. The only thing that's a percentage would be your title insurance. So lender's title insurance and owner's title are state mandated. So regardless of who you choose, your title insurance is going to be the same, unless you're going with Union Savings or Guardian, and then they have title commitments, which is not the same product. You're not doing a full search, and then it's cheaper, but then you're not providing that same level of coverage to the client. They don't really explain that, so that it's not really out. But box A is really the only thing that varies. And a more expensive home is going to have more expensive homeowners insurance. That's pretty much it. So when a client has higher closing costs, they either elected to pay discount points, or your lender just has box A charges that are higher than that.
Bottom line charges. We were still on I need. Anybody else have a need?
Looking for a fixer-upper between Landon and Loveland, preferably a higher end house, not necessarily something from the low end. I will have a listing coming up in Hyde Park. I will also have a listing coming up here.
Nice. One of those from the other day.
Yes. Yes.
Told you you'd get it. Who else? Any more? I have my need.
I still need any type of multifamily fixer-uppers, some either that's really nice and still have tenant, or one that needs to be fixed up. 200, 250. Yeah. And if anybody come across a home that might have a wheelchair accessible ramp, I have a family that reached out that she's looking to sell their home. And her boyfriend, husband has CP, cerebral palsy, and so he just want to be able to move around, be independent, be dependable by himself, independent without her. So just something that he can move around and it's not upstairs. So maybe a ranch style home, even if it has a few steps, maybe like 1 or 2 to get into the house, I think that'd be fine. Yeah. So. I'm not for sure yet. We're still playing around because they want to list the home, so they're working on getting all their documents together. Like,
wasn't Celeste's house a ranch?
Yes.
in Norwood,
$299.
that was the one in Norwood.
We haven't like $299, $320 right in that window price. So we haven't come down.
How many bedrooms is that?
It's 2 bedroom, but it's got a loft that she uses an office that could become a 3rd. And it looks like something out of a magazine. It's picture perfect. So, like, fenced yard, it's gorgeous. It's like no work.
And if not, I think they might upstairs.
Because I've been mowing yards and painting walls.
Anything else that I have I need so I can let you guys go? Anything else?
So 2791.
All right.
What's that?
We're done. Look at all the yellow over here. Lots of yellow in the house over here. I love it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Thanks for volunteering, volunteers. What time? 12:30?
So there's lunch in the kitchen and Kane's teaching an AI playbook at 12:30.
AI playbook at 12:30. Thank you, Lexi. I didn't get to pass on any of my cats.